The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, JN Small Business Loans, Future Services International, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, Manpower and Maintenance Services Limited, and Island Grill. Meet the Innovators, Yannick Page and Gary Matalin. Yannick Page launched her first business at age 17 and knows how to start a business on a shoestring budget. She's a certified trainer in entrepreneurship and workforce innovation and is also the founder of the award-winning company, Future Services International. Gary Matalin is the co-founder and director of New Stone Limited and the co-founder and CEO for Kingston Live Entertainment Group that is responsible for Fiction Lounge, Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records, and Famous Nightclub. This season, 10 new assignments will compete to completely transform their businesses. With the help of the Innovators, the business with the most positive changes will win $250,000. Yup, that's $250,000, courtesy of JN Small Business Loans. This week, they'll meet their final assignments, Sallry Bernard Sknogg and Lilly Hugh Carter from Growing Minds Educational Store. Let's meet them.
I moved to Jamaica with my 3 children. I went to a very small school. It's a Christian school, and when I looked at the classrooms, I was like, whoa, this hasn't changed since I went to primary school. And of course, coming from the States, I decided, wow, I've got to make my kids' environment really pretty. So I went back to the States and I came back to the school and I redid the entire school. I stayed there for about 2 years. I did all the classrooms every year, just out of my pocket. And then the other teachers started saying, wow, Mrs. Bernard, can you do our classrooms? And that was the beginning of Growing Minds. I started this business in 2001. I didn't have any intention of having a store. My husband has a couple of buildings and he had some space, and I said to him, oh, can I get a little bit of space? And I opened the store, but it was strictly by appointment. And each time I do the appointment, somebody brings somebody, and then people started coming by, dropping notes off, and I just had to spend more time there. My manager, Lisa, she does get overwhelmed because of my absence. And she has a supporting staff. They too pull their weight, but then you might have some that we have to keep prodding.
I contacted the Innovators because I am aware of how dynamic they are with helping people with business challenges. Sallry keeps me very close to her heart when it comes to matters of the heart in terms of the business. I am aware of all the challenges and struggles that Growing Minds faces, and I felt that it would be good for Growing Minds to have the business consultation of the Innovators, and that's why I felt it was good for us.
I sometimes don't know how to differentiate between being a boss, being your confidant, being your friend. That's why I need the Innovators to come in so that they can help me with the structure, defining roles, defining goals, defining responsibilities. I'm really happy to be here because finally I get to meet Yannick, who I admire so much, and I'm going to get to meet Mr. Matalin, who I have so much respect for, and I know they're going to put Growing Minds on the right path, and we're going to become a household name, a school name, and we're finally going to be successful.
Tell me first and foremost, tell me a bit about the business. How does the business work? How do you make money? What is it that you're actually doing? What are you selling?
I'm very biased to early childhood because I think if we do have a nice early childhood foundation, that's what we build on. So the store is pro early childhood. How we make money, I import everything. And customs is a problem, but it's easy. I've mastered it now. We sell to all the schools in Kingston. We do not market outside of Kingston. Whoever knows about this store, it's word of mouth.
And how would you say, if I was to say, give me a state of the nation, how is the business doing right now?
Some things were fine. I, however, am of a different opinion. I have identified that our store, it really is a seasonal business. In late July, August, September, everything is flying off the shelf because all the teachers are getting ready for back to school. They're putting their things in place. By the time November to December comes around, we have to be brainstorming, how are we going to make more money? January, February, the same thing. Sports Day in March and April saves us. We have some revenue because everybody's getting ready for Sports Day. And then May, we have some walk-ins because there's teachers there and we have that. And then May, June, we're at zero. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, technically, no.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out who is the owner and who is the manager, because it seems as if the roles are confused. I'm just wondering, why did you pursue this model where you have a store that's going all year long when you could have actually had a pop-up store, which is a new concept that's really taking on, where you open just for the season, you make the money when you need to make that money, and then you don't have to be there to have those operating expenses right throughout the year. What percentage of your revenues are you making around back to school time, July, August?
I'd say probably 60% in July and in August to September.
And then the remainder is made
spread out
throughout the year?
It's spread out.
Are you in the business full time?
I must be honest with you, I have really neglected it for 4 years.
Listen, you go through the trouble of setting up a business and you're going out there to make money. Don't leave all of that money on the table. Go after all of it.
Will Growing Minds' new business structure work, or will it fail? Let us know what you think on Twitter at The Innovators JA and on Facebook at www.facebook.com/The Innovators TV. This segment was brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages. What will you discover today?
Have you ever done business with someone in Jamaica and you end up feeling like they should be paying you to do business with them? Well, this is a great opportunity for small business owner to separate yourself from your competitors. Here's an opportunity for you to create the best customer service, to cause your customers to always want to do business with you. If you feel there's a need to train the individuals in your company, make the investment. It will pay off in the long run. The important thing is to continue to delight your customers, and they will help your business to grow significantly.
Do you want advice from Gary and Unique? Well, this is your chance. 4 lucky viewers will win a business lunch with Gary and Unique this season. Visit our Facebook page for details at facebook.com/The Innovators TV. This segment is brought to you by JN Small Business Loans. Believing in you.
So let me be clear, right now you guys aren't very profitable, you're breaking even.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. But then I hear that you're giving away a lot of stuff.
Who said that?
If you come here and you don't have the money, you get your goods and you come back and pay.
If a teacher comes in and she doesn't have enough money, I will never say you can't have the stuff.
Charity is great. You're not operating a charity. And in this case, a business is about generating profit. But in the end, if you're not making profits, there is no basis for you to be sustainable, and there's no basis for you to grow, and you can't accomplish the mission that you want to accomplish. You have to make money first.
I think the passion for education seems to overweigh the profits of the business.
Passion does not make money.
Sometimes customers are gone with hundreds and $1,000s worth of products.
I can't seem to differentiate between being kind and doing business.
We have to now be going into our own pockets to put back products into the store because we're just not making enough profit from the business.
So you know what? We actually, Gary and I, decided to do some secret shopping and see exactly what your operations are like. Yeah. So let's take a look and see what we found.
Is this Lilly? Hi Lilly, a friend gave me your number. I was told that you work with a store that does posters and that kind of thing for classrooms. We actually wanted to outfit the classroom with new posters and a nice bulletin board, that kind of thing. Somebody recommended you.
Beautiful.
So I was wondering if that's something you could do for us.
You can either come down to the shop and hand the things that you want, those things you get to build for, and then you can brainstorm either by getting your original ideas from, existing ideas from the internet, and I'll just bill you for the product that I'm going to use to make your bulletin board, and then I'll bill you for the actual service. Have you ever been to the shop?
No, I've never been to the shop. So are you available in the morning, like at 10?
How about video shoots? But the girl that hasn't called me back to actually tell me what time. But I know that in the evening for sure might be good.
Lily, you give too much information.
TMI.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that, you were...
But you do the same thing too.
I think that you were so honest and so true, but you don't want to give as much information as that. You want to be as minimalist as possible. At all times, just listen to what the customer wants and listen carefully and make note. And then you try to respond, and at all times, they should know, I'm just here to serve you. So I loved how wonderful you were, how accommodating you were, and all I need for you to do is that just to try. Let's make that even better.
Well, listen, it was very entertaining, to say the least. But at the end of the day, what I think we really need to do is formalize and structure this company into being a business, and I think Yannick and I can help you with that. So give us a little bit of time. We're going to put together some assignments for you. We're going to bring you back in, and we're going to send you off on these assignments.
I think they're going to kill me, but I have a really radical suggestion. My view is that this is too seasonal a business for you to justify operating right throughout the year. And I think that they need to look at operating a pop-up shop. They are able to operate at the time of year when they peak, and then for the rest of the year they operate online and they can fill orders.
That pop-up shop model is something that will allow them also to move into other areas.
Exactly.
And I mean, geographically, there's a big opportunity that they're just leaving on the table.
Exactly.
They're not paying it any mind whatsoever.
Exactly.
They need to turn this into a business. Sallry and Lilly, they're sweet as can be, but you can't take sweet to the bank.
I just think that we have to be radical. The environment is such that to survive and to thrive, you have to be radical, and you have to think about, if somebody's coming into this business to compete with me, what would they need? What would they be doing bare bones to compete effectively with me? And do that.
Many successful people have had to go through some radical changes in their business and in their careers. That's something that's necessary for success.
How open-minded are you?
Very.
Okay, Gary and I have come up with a very radical solution for you, and we think you need to close your store.
Coming here, that's not what we expected to hear.
In the end, competition is coming after you all the time, and it's hard to do. It may be difficult, but it's necessary.
It was a very big pill to swallow.
I am relieved that they were not upset, that they were open-minded. We think you need to operate what is called a pop-up shop, which is the pop-up model, where you, for the peak season, August, and we're going to stretch it to July, you operate a store. And then after that, your store is virtual. You are being lean, you're being mean, you are able to not only service Kingston where you are now, but you can move right across the island.
The lack of a physical space doesn't mean you have any less structure or any less of a form of business arrangement. You need to do a full-on plan that spells out all of the different aspects of the business.
We've given you a lot, and now it's time for you to go off and for you to do the work. And when you come back to us, we are expecting some very good and very interesting updates.
When my husband said it to me, I think I had to prove to him that I'm a woman, I know how to run a business, and he doesn't know my business, so you don't have the right to tell me how to run it. And he's been saying it for 10 years. But somehow when Yannick said it to me, it just sounded right.
Do you agree with the Innovators' advice to close growing minds? Let us know what you think on Twitter @TheInnovatorsJA and on Facebook at www.facebook.com/TheInnovatorsTV. This segment was brought to you by JN Small Business Loans. Believing in you.
Since inception, JN Small Business Loan has taken pride in developing relationships with our clients. We have persons who have borrowed from us for 20, 30 loans. And so we take pride in giving back to these clients. In so doing, we have developed a premium club where clients can get a reduction in their interest rates for loans. In addition, we have established a relationship center. So clients can come in and discuss our products to see which one will fit them best. They also will be able to come in and find out about their accounts to see how they can come up with a solution for repayment of their loans. Because as you know, in this economic climate, many persons are having difficulty in paying their loans. So they can come to our new relationship center and sort out their problems. Here at Jane Small Business Loans, we want to continue to enhance our relationship with our customers because we at Jane SBL believe in you.
This segment is brought to you by Future Services International, putting money in your pockets and justice in your hearts.
Yanika and Gary gave us an internet advisor. Her name is Alicia Little, and I can't wait to meet her. Unfortunately, Sallry couldn't be here with us, so I'm just going to represent for both of us and see what Alicia has in store. Can't wait to get the ball rolling.
Hi, Lily Hugh. I'm Alicia Little. Welcome to Internet Income Jamaica. I'm excited to help you today. So the first thing that I would do would be to go to Google and type in Teacher Supply Store so that we can see some good examples to model after. Let's click on the first example here, which is a company called Lakeshore Learning. They do teacher supplies, and we can see how their website's set up. Looks good. Let's pick one of the items that they offer. This is white pockets, right? Mm-hmm. And so you can see that they've got the item displayed nicely. You can pick how many you want and then drop it in your cart so that you can buy it, right? People also see the rating and a description of the product. So when you're looking to set up your website for your teacher supply store, look for a really nice one and model after it. So are teachers having to put money out of their pocket to buy school supplies?
They do, wow. They do. I have seen where teachers come in with little plastic bags of coins they have collected from their students to help with their purchases. Wow. So that's really a challenge for them, and we really want to meet them halfway and to help them.
Okay, so I love what you're saying, and I have a really great idea for you to help these teachers. There's a website, GoFundMe.com. And this website's all about crowdfunding. And what you can basically do is you can set up a campaign to raise money for the schools in Jamaica. And anyone can go on that page and donate money to that campaign. Since you have the ability to buy the school supplies, I would take the money that you raise from this campaign, buy the school supplies, and then distribute it as good as you can across the island.
I just met with Alicia Little. It was an amazing experience. It was so informative. I can't wait to implement all the things that Alicia suggested. I have to go tell them to Sallry so we can get the ball rolling. It was amazing. Alicia Little, thank you so much. Yannick and Gary gave us wonderful advice, and we really were a little shocked when we first heard, but after going home and doing our research together, we decided that what would be best for Grey Minds is to incorporate both models and to really have them work, because we do have customers that do want a physical space.
They do.
And we don't want to turn our back on that set of our clientele. Right. But we do want to reach the persons who are in the rural areas and the persons who don't have the opportunity to walk in.
Welcome, Sallry, Lilly.
Thank you.
Welcome to CarMax Jamaica. I understand that you're looking for a van or the type of vehicle that you can use in your business, and I'm here to assist you in any way that I can.
Absolutely. Well, this is what Yannick and Gary has suggested. What I have is an education store, but I only have one branch and it's in Kingston. So they suggested that we need to have a pop-up shop.
I think that if you'd start first with what is called a panel van, which is, we have one of them, a Mitsubishi L300. And what that is it for approximately a couple $100,000 going up to about $5 million for a brand new panel van, which would be Nissan, Toyota, or Mitsubishi. In particular, could convert such a van. You would have the space. You could walk into the back of it. You have a certain level of headroom, and you could have your store in there for a minimum of cost.
We want to start off low and then we can improve as we go along.
Correct.
So I'd love to see the van that you have.
Well, I'm here to show it to you and to sell it to you.
Okay.
We just met with Mr. Ian from CarMax, and he showed us all the range of options that were available to us. We looked at all the buses. We did settle on a bus.
We absolutely did.
And we are super excited in making our order and having our bus imported. We can't wait to get the work done.
Absolutely.
It's time for Lilly to update the innovators on behalf of her business partner. Is Growing Minds a contender for JN's $250,000 prize? Let's find out.
Lily, welcome back.
Thank you, Gary. It's nice being here.
It's so nice to see you. We noticed somebody's not here with you. What happened to Sallry?
Unfortunately, Sallry couldn't be here today, but I'm representing for both of us.
Okay, great. Well, we know you're the mouthpiece anyway. So let's hear it from you. We want to know what's been going on.
It's been a journey. We took your advice, of course, you know, the jaw-dropping advice you gave us initially. And eventually we decided not to take your advice in its entirety, but we decided to incorporate it. So we did do our homework. We researched what models of pop-ups would be the best model for us, and then we figured that we'd get a bus. So we're doing what needs to be done to have it imported.
Wow. Okay, so I'm not offended that you didn't take the advice in its entirety. That's fine, because the aim was to give you new ideas and just a different way of thinking, and just looking from the outside and looking on, what would I do if I was starting this business again at this time, bare bones? So we only have one question left. You came here because you wanted to grow this business, and you're the one who decided that you wanted to be here. Are you making more money?
We haven't started making more money yet, but we have identified all the persons that we need to now work with going forward, other things that we need to do going forward to start creating more income for the shop, and that's what we're going to do because it has to be done.
The fact that they didn't take the advice totally and entirely, that may be quite all right. But the important thing is that they're looking at what the top line realities are and trying to make sure that their cost base and the rest of the company is aligned with that. That's what's going to make them successful in the future.
You know, when you're in business, you have to constantly innovate. You have to really step back and look at your business model, look at your cost structure. The market is always changing. If you are not changing, you're stagnant. It means you're going to be left behind. And we have allowed them to understand just what it means to be able to change with the market and to understand that what's happening, you have to respond to.
We are just so happy and so grateful that at the end, everything worked out. I know we still have a lot of work to do, and we're still looking forward to just putting in the time, having Jamaica see us popping up all over Jamaica, or a pop-up bus with the Growing Minds branded on the side, or a pop-up tent with the Growing Minds branded on the side. You know, it's going to be a journey, and we are here, and Jamaica is going to feel us and to know us.
The boardroom table and chairs were provided by the Corporate Interiors International Limited. We sell solutions, not just furniture. Gary's wardrobe was provided by Max Brown Limited. For further information on any of our assignments, please visit us at facebook.com/innovatorstv or email us at innovatorstv@gmail.com. We have heard all the assignments and heard their transformational and inspirational stories. Now it's time to look back at the highlights of Season 4 and announce the winner of JN's $250,000 prize. Who will it be? You'll have to tune in to find out. The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages, JN Small Business Loans, Future Services International, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, Manpower and Maintenance Services Limited, and Island Grill.